Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty force protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Good evening, everyone. Wonderful seeing you today for this market roundup. Now, interestingly, I had mentioned yesterday that astrologically, when a planet, moon particularly, is conjoined with a planet, market will be somewhat choppy. I had mentioned this yesterday in the market roundup. Now we have also drawn the chart and we have also written down our potential plan for today. And I had mentioned and I had showed my trading desk yesterday, that yesterday we had day before yesterday BTST trade. We have taken 23,450 and I had exited when the market hit a uh, uh, when it hit a resistance at 23,600 and I was banked, right? The market did not go beyond that. I made a good 60-point profit on my 23,450 CE of next week's expiry. I did not trade yesterday's expiry. Today, my plan was, knowing astrologically what was going to happen, I told myself that I will wait on the sidelines and watch. If there is going to be a bearish move, there's going to be a strong buying support that came in. And I had also mentioned that it will start with some bullish move and then eventually it will become bearish for the rest of the day. It will be choppy for the rest of the day. So here is how the market started today. Okay. Here is how the market started today. Let's just draw this chart to around 9:15 in the morning. When the market started, Moon was very close to Saturn, but it was not conjoined. Moon at 25 degrees, 25 minutes in Aquarius in Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra. Saturn was at 29:54, a good 4 degree, 29 minutes away from each other. Okay, so we say that Moon, a planet like Moon, will conjoin a planet like Sun if it comes within 3 degree, 20 minutes from each other. Okay, so this is essentially what we said it will happen. Now, what happened around 11:15? Let's take the chart. So, around 11 o'clock or so, you will find that Moon came very close to Saturn. Saturn at 29:54, Moon at 26:30. Difference is 3.24 minutes. Okay, around 11 o'clock to 11:15. If you go, you will be able to do that. 11 to 11:05, 11:10 or so is when this should have happened. Okay, right. Now, when Moon is conjoined with another planet, in this case it is Saturn, and both are in the same nakshatra, Jupiter nakshatra, that is fine. But conjunction, we have always seen market turning somewhat choppy. Let's open the 15 minutes Nifty chart. Now here is the 15 minutes Nifty chart. Now here is the 11 o'clock candle that you can very clearly see. This is the 11 o'clock, 11 to 11:15 candle. Do you see what happened? Precisely around the time, 10 o'clock, the market opened a little choppy. It opened minus 39.4. Actually, it opened at around 23,600, same as yesterday. It's a flat opening, but within 15 minutes it went down to touch 23,553, but closed at 23,562. The next candle it went down by another 40 points, and then at 9:45 it recovered 36 points. Again it lost 33 points. At 10:15 it recovered 35. At 10:30 it recovered 54 points, and at around 10:45 to 11, it recovered around 11 points. Okay, and again went back and touched 23,649.20 was the high. And look at where we have drawn this blue line. This blue line was drawn yesterday around 23,650, give or take about 20 to 30 points or 50 points. Okay, 23,600 to 23,700 would have be our 1 hour moving average range for us. 20 period moving average was around 23,650. And bang, it went and touched 23,649.20 and started falling from there. Look at the good red candle from there. And what happened after that? The market fell from there all the way down to where? Look at where we have drawn the support here. 23,450 is where we have drawn the approximate support, give or take about 20, 30 points or 40, 50 points, right? So precisely where the market touched at around 1:45, and again at 2 o'clock, again at 3:15 candle. If you see, it came and touched and closed at around 23,495. Today, market was perfectly listening to Krish Murli Ishwar. Okay, precisely it was doing what I had marked as the resistance and this support, and I also predicted what the market was going to do. So probably I got very lucky. It's about that 70-80% of the time when the correlation comes correctly with the astrology. This is one of those days when our predictions came absolutely true. Of course, I'm not 100% correct in my prediction. I'm about 70-80% correct in my prediction with stock market astrology. So I'm still developing my systems, but I have made significant progress. Now, here is a proof. And this is something that I have taught my students. So those who have listened to me, those who have carefully observed and carefully learned what I have taught so far in my classes, you would have really been amazed by what we saw today. Market is so precise, is super precise as to how it is attempting to do what it did. Of course, it tried to recover by around 2 o'clock. It went up, which was again a very false move, went up to 23,600, which was a solid resistance. And from there, it again fell back to 23,450 level and closed at around 23,495, around 23,500 is where it closed today. Okay. Now, this is what the market has done, whatever we have drawn. Clearly, it has followed the astrological prediction. I hope you enjoyed what we had to show as proof. Now, do you think this is pure coincidence? I don't think so. I really do think that there are big players in the market who are sitting and using astrology to plan their trade so precisely. Okay, so tomorrow is a holiday, day after tomorrow is a holiday, and Monday is also going to be Eid. Therefore, it's going to be a holiday on Monday as well. So 3 days there is going to be a holiday, and obviously we will be a little concerned what's going to happen to the market on Monday. So let's draw the chart for Monday and let's see what we are going to get. Monday is a holiday, so we're going to take April 1st. Okay, April 1st, 1st of April 2025, 9. I hope April 1st is not a April Fool's Day for all of us. Let's see what the market has to go. This is a Tuesday, right? Good. Now, I'm a little concerned about quite a few interesting things that are happening here. Now, I'm concerned about it, but I'm still not too very concerned about it. Okay. Now, what am I concerned about? Saturn will transit into Meena Rasi. Actually, it will happen tomorrow. Saturn will transit into Pisces. Saturn will move into the same nakshatra. It is in the same nakshatra. Nakshatra doesn't change, but it will shift into Pisces and it will become closely conjoined with Rahu and also conjoined with Venus. Okay. Now, Venus is retrograde. Now, if there are three people or three forces that are associated with Asuras, they are Saturn, Rahu, and Venus. Venus is Shukracharya. Shukra means that Shukra. Hold on a second. Not able to view the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, now here it is. I apologize for the small confusion I caused. I'm going to share my entire desktop here. Now I've just said that Saturn is in Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. The transit will happen tomorrow and it will become conjoined with Rahu. I'm just showing you the Tuesday 9:15 chart. Okay, just for your information. All right. Now Rahu and also Venus. Now Saturn, Rahu, and Venus are the three planets that rule the Asuras on planet Earth. The Asura Guna, which is there in every one of us. None of us are pure 100% Devas. That credit goes to some of the great Maha Gurus like Paramacharyas and Vedatri Maharishi, Buddha, Ramana Maharishi, and many other religious, spiritual gurus who are self-realized soul. But I certainly am not 100% Buddha or Vedatri Maharishi or a Ramana Maharishi. I'm an ordinary human being with my own Ashura Gunas, my own Deva Gunas. Combination of this, I'm attempting to only improve my Deva Gunas every day, becoming a better version of it. Now, there are many, many traders, big traders in the stock market who are true asuras. They are whales. They will gobble up every small trader. So look at Shukra. Venus is Shukracharya, is the guru of the asuras themselves, they say, right? In Puranas, you would have heard about this. In Itikasas and Puranas, you would have heard about Shukracharya being the guru of the Asuras. Rahu, we know, is a shadowy planet, is an illusionary planet. Okay. And Saturn is also a karma cleansing planet, rules death. It is a longevity planet. Now, these three planets are coming together, and I am very concerned. We don't have great astrological correlation for what is going to happen in the market. Things have been either up or down, or it has been no correlation at all in the past few times, in the last about 30, 40 years. But only about 2 or 3 times this has happened, and I'm not able to find too much of correlation with that. Venus retrograde is also conjoined with Mercury. We have seen a Mercury retrogradation correlation chart where Mercury retrogradation, while Mercury declination is going up from negative, has been up and down. It has been a bit choppy. Recovery would start, then it will lose the recovery. Again, the recovery will start from there. So before the 7th of April, when Mercury comes out of retrogradation, we could potentially expect the market to go down a bit more and then recover. Probably today was another fall that has happened, but it's a minor fall that has happened, nothing major. Whatever gain that it had yesterday, some of it has lost today. And I'm talking only about Nifty. I'm not talking about individual stocks. Okay, I'm taking Nifty as the basic discussion for all our daily roundup class. Okay, and clearly we are also seeing that Sun is in the same zodiac. So we see five planets sitting in the same zodiac of Pisces. Never happened in the last 30 years. We have seen this happen only once. Saturn in Pisces has happened only once. Okay, and this transit also happens to be tomorrow when there is going to be a very mild lunar eclipse. There's going to be an Amavasya. Hasn't happened. Is also a very, very rare phenomenon that is going to happen. But the only positive thing here is Jupiter is direct. It is still in a very strong Taurus, and Mars is in Jupiter star in the Gemini zodiac. Both are pretty positive. Both have a strong correlation with the Indian stock market. Moon will control the daily momentum of the market. Moon is going to be in Venus star when the day starts. So chances are the market will open slightly gap down because Venus is retrograde. uh, but who knows? Maybe Jupiter and Mars may have a much better say in the matter. But I would still not go long from an astrological perspective yet. Okay. Now let's open Nifty 50 1 hour chart. We have been using the 1 hour chart for all our understanding so that we remain absolutely consistent in whatever we are doing. Okay, now let's look at the 50-day average and the 20 period average. So 50 period average, that is last 50 hours, last 20 hours. Now, if you really see here, the 20 period average has come down all the way to 23,563. Okay, it is going to be 23,563. That's like some ridiculously narrow range. And if you look at the 50 period average and the 20 period average is going down. And if you look at the 50 period average, is 23,486. Okay, 486, 487. Now, this is too small a range for us to really comfortably do the trading, right? But Nifty has closed bang in between these two. Absolutely bang in between these two. Nifty has closed at 23,495, somewhat closer to 23,486, which is our 50 period average, last 50-hour average. So 50 period average is tending to slope upwards. 20 period average is a little bit flat to going down. So that's not a good sign for us. So we will be very cautious on Monday. And if you look at ADX, which is a support parameter for us, ADX has gone down. It started yesterday at 52. Today it started at around 42.91. It closed at 30.75. Okay. And this is sloping down all the way here. So, um, will I take a long trade on this? No, I will not take a long trade on it until, of course, Nifty comes down and touches 23,250. Okay, I will wait and watch. I'm not too keen on taking a long trade on this because, first of all, the range is too narrow. It could turn bearish. If it turns bearish and if the ADX falls, and if the market touches 23,250, potentially it could reverse from there because if you look at the chart itself, right? If you look at the daily, hourly chart, etc., this has been going up. Then it pulled down, pulled back here, and it has attempted to come up, couldn't come up, felt met a great resistance at 23,600 levels, and it has lost around 100 points and closed around 23,500 levels today. Okay, and it had earlier 2 days ago had touched 23,400. So it's about 100 point above the low that we have seen 2 days ago. So that's not a bad thing, and hopefully anything can happen next week. And many economic problems are also being handled by the United States. United States is under severe interest payment pressure. They have to pay close to, I think, $2 trillion, if I'm not wrong, on just the interest payment alone. They don't even have so much money. They don't even make so much money as taxes every year. So obviously, they are not going to be able to pay that money. There's going to be a default. So they're trying everything they can do. For instance, they have increased the import duty, taxes, tariffs have increased. They're trying to cut down on their um, overall cost of the governance there. They want to cut down $1 trillion in their expenses. They believe that they have a huge flack in their overall governance budget. So they want to get rid of a lot of employees there. So many uncertainties. They are now interested in going for a war around the uh, Middle East and African region to see how they can get rid of uh, some of the terrorist groups there at the cost of payment from the Europeans. So they want the Europe to compensate the United States. And that's one way by which they can earn money. So they have a huge machinery. They have an uh, they have missiles that the Europe doesn't have. Perhaps nobody else has the kind of missiles that they have. And there has been a leak from that uh, brainstorming group in the United States. You might have seen some of those leaks that happened in the Signal app. And it's a very interesting read. You should read it if you're interested in going through this. So, considering all of these parameters astrologically and what's happening to Nifty, I am not going to be too very excited about next week. So, but will I be too concerned that the market will crash all the way down to 2200, 22,000 levels? I don't think so. I really don't think so because I do see a 23 to 50 as a good support. I do see in the short term 23 400 is also a good support. 450 is a good support. So these are all mild supports that are there. We have seen Nifty take on an hourly basis support at 23 400 to 23 450 about 4 times in the last about 2 trading days in hourly basis. So that's a good signal that there seems to be some buying support that is happening there. The FIIs are continuing to buy. They are not selling yet. I don't know the FII data today. We will know on at around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight what the FII has done today. Chances are they are still continuing to believe in India. They're continuing to invest, but I still don't want to be too excited about the market. I also don't want to be highly negative about the market. I will remain absolutely cautious. So, my plan for Tuesday is be watchful, be cautious, okay? And do not trade. No trading plan for me. No trading on Tuesday. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Do something else in life. Maybe meditate, teach some astrology students, and let's see how we can take it forward from here. So I'm pretty happy about what we have achieved this week. We have done quite a few wonderful things, and I hope this entire daily roundup has been highly beneficial for you. Please do remember that I am not here to tell you to buy or sell any particular stock. I am trying to teach you how you can combine astrology and the technical and fundamental and macroeconomic analysis to stay invested and creatively and innovatively multiply your capital and achieve financial freedom. Okay. So, all the very best to you guys. Good luck to you. Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty Force and our Guru always be there with you. And may you and your family live in good health, long life, peace, prosperity, fame, and wisdom. If you are interested in following what we are doing, you can subscribe to our channel. There are Telegram links that are there in the description. You can just click it and you can join our Telegram group, invite your friends, relatives, other fellow traders to get insight. I believe that we are the first people to bring such useful insight, which could give a solid forewarning on what is going to happen in the market going forward. So you could potentially succeed much better with the help of technical, fundamental, macro, and astrology. Okay, I will see you on Tuesday. Good luck to you guys. Take care.